Now this one, I think this is interesting for you guys. We're putting this on the main channel. You're gonna see, if you don't watch the No Money Spent series, you get to see how it all finished out, because we're comparing a 99 overall team to a 99 overall team. However, one of those teams cost us exactly $0. The other team, it did not cost $0 at all. I think the thumbnail or title will say 10,000. I don't know what it really is, but we'll go with 10,000. It's somewhere maybe around there. All those packs and wasted coins and all that. Gross. So this is here to show you guys that you can do stuff and you can be pretty close to the same type of team and save a bunch of money. It is beautiful. It is great. Thank you guys for tuning in here today. We are on the No Money Spent account, and you see, as of this point in time, we are a 99 overall with about 400,000 coins left over. Now, is this team as good as the main team? The answer is probably not. For the most part, though, it actually is going to have a lot of the cards that you would really want. Again, other card, like again, I wouldn't be using this Logan Brust. I would use Robert Hunt, and that's who I would use on my main team. Vernon Davis, main team. Cam Newton, William Perry, Cordero Patterson, Too Tall. Even the Brandon, all these cards sufficient to use. In fact, I think this offense is, aside from AP savings on certain cards, this offense here is basically as good. Fact. That's a fact. You could switch someone out here or there, but for the most part, a lot of these cards really are the same price. And if we were keeping up with prices and really trying to build and get the best single player at each position, we could probably have done that there. But offensively, I think they're very comparable. Defensively, different, because a lot of the best cards that you would want to use, they really were like those limited editions, getting AP savings. And we don't have those because we could not afford them over on this account. Instead, we got really good cards that I think you could use pretty much in other places. Like at Free Safety 1, instead of using Troy Polamalu, we could have put, Sean Taylor or someone up there if you really wanted to. The Cam Chancellor is fine. The linebackers, they're fine. This Thibodeau card is fine. Cornerbacks, I don't even have the golden ticket Too Tall cornerback in on here, but we could definitely throw him in here. Chris Long is probably the worst card that we have on this defense here, but again, he's a 99 overall, and I thought that was fine to do and use. We could also have used Captain Jack Youngblood if you really want to keep upgrading him instead, which would probably be a better card. Now, some of these cards that we're using are intentional, right? Having the Anthony Barr in here is intentional because he's going to boost overalls on certain cards. That is the truth here. Special teams, guess what? It's the same. Punter, kicker. Specialists, again, for the most part, it is very, very similar. Like I said, this is a $0 team. $0 we spent, and I spent considerably less time than I could have to build this team. Considerably less. If you guys want to go into Madden 23 and learn how to do this in a very, very efficient way, not a way of invest in billions of cards and hopefully flip cards all day. We don't do that. Win all the games. Win every weekend league game. We didn't play a single weekend league. We barely even played seasons on this account. And we did this. Now, let's show you what a $10,000 team looks like. You guys tell me if you think one of them is worth it or not. If you love fantasy football, then you will love the best ball drafts over on Underdog Fantasy. Now, the difference between best ball and regular fantasy is you draft your team once and the lineup gets set the entire year for you. That means there's no worrying about putting players in place, and the highest score each week for that position will be taken into account. You still have time to enter into the Best Ball Mania 3 draft where there's over $10 million in prizes. I will also be holding a bunch of private drafts with you guys to compete all year long. So sign up now using my code TheActualCC and you will get your initial deposit matched up to $100. So good luck, good drafting, and let's be great. Now, what does a $10,000-ish account team look like? Well, looks really, really similar. Couple key things you will notice, and I'm going to bring them up as to what makes the spending help you out. A, we opened so many more coin packs. We did so many more dumb things. We played Weekend League from August through March on this account. We played seasons. We really grinded and played the stuff out to have the best cards at every single moment in time, regardless of cost. Regardless of cost. Now, we still do have a bunch of coins left over, which means we did too much. And I'm getting better at that. I don't like to end the year with 8 million coins. Last year, Madden 21, I think we ended with 12 million coins. It hurts because I see that as that's money I probably didn't need to spend here. But we do have all the cards in the world that we could want on this team. In fact, we have a bunch of cards in our binder as well. Again, big differences between the two teams here. Depth. We have depth. We have tight end depth. We have running back depth, wide receiver depth. Otherwise, the only card that like really is significantly more difficult to get would have been Gronk. We have a fullback here. That's basically it. Vernon Davis, we have on both teams. A golden ticket quarterback, we have on both teams. Golden ticket running back, both teams. Too tall, both teams. The golden ticket receivers, not even that real expensive. The difference here truly is that we use theme teams a lot to help boost those speeds up instead of using other cards. That's the offense, right? The defense, again, this is where I feel like things differ a little bit. Like we have Sean Taylor over here. In fact, we had Sean Taylor when he came out, who was 1 million coins. Ed Reed, another LTD, really expensive. Jason Taylor, same thing. Dwight Freeney, not LTD, expensive. Leroy Selman, Patrick Kearney, Aaron Donald. All these cards were expensive. And again, that just gives us the depth as well that we have, because we have a ton of cards in our binder here as well. Yes, I would take this team over the $0 team, 100%. But with, let's be honest, an extra 12 to 24 hours of work throughout the year, we could have these teams comparable today. The biggest thing when you're not spending any money versus when you are spending money is you can't get the new shiny toy day one. You gotta wait. Sometimes you may not be able to get it because the prices may just rise. Most of these LTDs, that's the case. Otherwise, I could have a lot of the same team. I could have a full golden ticket team because of the patience. I just couldn't have that on day 1, day 2, day 3, whatever it may be, right? So then even special teams, everyone got the same cards. Areza Tucker, specialists, again, a little more depth, adding a couple cards in here. We got a Bruce Smith hiding in there, right? That's the difference. You get to do a lot more with it. It just comes at the cost of money. To play Ultimate Team, to play Diamond Dynasty or My Team or whatever it is, you have two options all the time. You can either spend time or you can spend money. Now you can do both. I actually do both on this account. But you don't have to. You can pick and choose your way. Like I said, that's why we have a series, which is just no money spent. Here, we do a lot of the grinding again, because this is the main team that I use for my gameplays. And I use this for grinding and competing and doing all that stuff to give you guys, hey, this brand new card, let's go check this card out. Because we can. I do not think anyone else should be spending anywhere near that kind of money on these games, on any of these games. You want to spend a little bit of money, that is fully up to you. But I do not think that spending anything along these lines is good. I wish it wasn't a thing, but it is a thing. Again, let me say this one more time for all of you. Please don't spend this kind of money on these games. Please let other creators teach you and show you how to get through these games. You know, we do no money spent Madden. We do no money spent in MLB Diamond Dynasty. And that team is, I have almost every card in the game in 3 million stubs. Super simple. I'll just walk you guys through it. It's easy. I spend time. I spend a lot of time. I just don't spend the money. So I hope you guys enjoy this look, see the difference, and be like, it really is not all that different at all. At the end of the day, the car gets you from point A to point B. Just depends what kind of car you want to drive. Thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'm out. Peace.